Okay, are we live?
Are we live? I don't know.
I certainly hope so.
I hope so too. I've never done this before, so who knows?
I'm checking.
Okay.
Can people see us? Yes, I think we are live now. Oh,
okay, awesome.
It worked.
It worked, thankfully.
Someone let me know in the chat if we are actually here, or we are... Okay, we're here.
Okay, woo! Nice, awesome. Okay, good.
Woo! Let me scoot over here. Okay, so I am the MangaSloth, and with me is...
HVL Manga, yes.
And we are finishing up a series where we traded off a box of goodies, mostly manga, and we did some shopping for each other. And I thought it went pretty good. My first time doing this. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it went. It was a chat of manga. You do in every good way, you know, but you have a lot, so it was difficult. It was still a lot of fun.
Yeah. What we are going to do here is we're going to go back and forth, maybe one at a time, and go over at least some reasoning behind why we picked certain volumes and manga and things for each other. Now, if you're watching this in the future or presently, down below are links to HVL's and my video for our unboxing, shopping, all that kind of stuff. Go check them out. They were sweet. And you got to see our reactions when we bought and opened things. And then during the stream, at 2 points, we're going to do 2 giveaways live. And I'm sure we'll post the winners elsewhere, comments, description, yada yada, if all that makes sense.
Yes, no, it makes sense.
Okay, good. So I think what we can do is we'll start with me, and I'll ask you why the heck you bought me this stuff, and then we'll go back and forth, maybe 1-1, and after a couple, I think we'll do the first giveaway. Does that sound all right? Or am I a garbage host?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm good with that. Let's do it.
I feel like I was here and I was talking and everyone was ignoring me, but apparently I wasn't here.
No, I was like, oh, I don't know. Oh, but here we are. We figured it out.
Okay. If we can get through some stuff, I would like to continue. If this keeps going like this, it may be delayed to another day in the future.
Well, let's just see what happens. Let's roll with it.
Okay, I'm gonna cut and paste what I said in the beginning, so I'm not gonna say it again, people. We're here.
This is so
Please, if you watch the video back, it will not have 20 minutes of fiddling in it.
Of panic. Sheer panic.
Yes. I'm not going to touch anything else since it seems to be working at least now.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for co-host HVL for taking over the stream and not letting
It's my pleasure.
Just
yeah, absolutely. I got you. Oh man.
So you want me to keep it? It's hilarious. No. I'll add it in the end as blooper reel.
There we go. I like it. You'll see 1 grain HVL, 1 pixel HVL. Honestly, I've never looked better. You know.
It looks like a Tetris piece speaking or something.
How fun! Everyone loves Tetris.
Tetris and Sloths, best stream ever.
Best stream. I would watch.
I wouldn't watch that crap.
Oh, come on now.
Okay, so people, sorry about that. We're going to move forward in like I said, or if you did not hear me, we're going to talk about our picks that we purchased for each other. At least a little insight, because some things might need to be hyped up a little bit for HVL to feel like reading them, or for me to read them. And we want to know what's up. Why'd you buy this stuff?
Exactly.
So is it all right if I go first?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so I want to know why you bought me The Breaker. And before you start going in, I feel like I just watched your new collection video, and this wasn't on your shelf.
Okay, I have an explanation.
So am I getting
explain.
sent things that HVL hates? That's the question.
No. Let me explain. Okay, so I read The Breaker, and I genuinely did enjoy it. Like, I thought it was a really good read. I liked the action in it. There was a lot of like humor to it as well, which I really appreciated. And there was just overall, it was a good read. But you're right, I don't have it anymore. And the reason for that, yeah, see, that looks sick. Like, it was so good. But the reason that I don't have it anymore is because the spine hurts me. I hate the spine. It's so boring. Like, it's just boring to me. And if you know anything about me, which you might not know this, but I am like very particular with how my shelves look and like how my volumes look. And that just really did not look good on the shelf. So basically, I'm going to keep reading it just online. I just really didn't I couldn't keep it. I couldn't do it.
I will say the spine is not the worst spine I've ever seen.
Okay, what's the worst spine you've ever seen?
It is very... Oh,
I
man.
need to know.
I mean, this ranks up there. Okay, I'm not saying this is good.
Bad.
This is not good. Now, if
good.
every volume is like a different color, you would need like 15 of them to make it look cool. But
yeah, exactly.
But this number one bugs me. It's just like a little. It's not even a perfect circle. It looks like a little paint drip, and it's you could have done something so cool. Look at all this black.
I know. Exactly. Thank you for understanding. Okay. So basically, to reiterate, I loved the story. It was really good, and I'm continuing to read it. But I just couldn't handle the spine.
Here's a black spine that actually does something.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little flavor to that spine. The Breaker.
There's not giant open spots. And the Breaker is not even that easy to see because some of the letters are like broken up.
Exactly. So that's my reason.
Story-wise,
I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, the art looks kind of cool. I do like the format. It's almost like a graphic novel feeling. It's like real chunky, heavy.
Yep.
I seen this in stores like Barnes and Nobles a few times, and I picked it up, and I thought I wanted to get it, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, so I don't have the volumes with me because I physically moved. It was worth it though for the better Wi-Fi. Regardless, okay, my question is Radiant.
I will put them up on stream, people.
I love it. So, Radiant Volume 1. I think for me, I would see that volume in like a store, like a Barnes and Noble or whatever, and I would think that it would look cool, but I also would think that it looks basic. Like, I hate to be that person, but I want to know your reasoning. Oh, let's go and get another volume. Radiant equals
I'm just showing some.
Okay, that's dope. Okay, that one's
since
sweet.
They're right beside me. Yeah, the covers and spines on these are insane. So I love them. Once you line them all up, they're white, but they're like crispy looking.
Yeah. Okay, those dope. Those, I'll give it to you.
I like how they keep everything white.
Yeah, it's just the consistency is nice. Yeah.
Okay, so when I was buying you stuff, I wanted to
Mhm.
get a more wide variety of things,
Mhm.
and that's what I was trying to focus on. So yes, this lands in the shonen kind of universe
Mhm.
of stuff, but the reason I picked this one is it's so not basic. That was the reason I
Really?
picked this one. It's not you're not going to be comparing this to DBZ, to Naruto, to One
Mhm.
Piece, to Bleach. It doesn't have the same shonen tropes. Like, oh, there's
Mhm.
this kid that just eats all the time and magically heals.
Yeah.
Or, there's this perverted kid that gets nosebleeds or whatever.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's none of that boring stuff. And it's in a world like, can we just maybe we'll just agree that I've read more shonens than you,
Yo, yeah. Yep.
at least. Okay,
No, you're right.
not to give me that I'm superior to you,
No, no, no,
because
you're
you're
right.
smart and you definitely know how to pick out good books. But I'm just saying, I've read so many of that exact word you were saying, basic shonens.
Mhm.
Like, I'm gonna get some people whining here, but to me, Demon Slayer, basic.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
okay. So you heard that, chat. So don't just don't just yell at me
Roast
this
me
time.
too. Roast me too.
Go to her channel, downvote everything. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do
Unsubscribe.
that. But when it comes to like worlds and things like that, I maybe give Demon Slayer like a 6 out of 10, just to give you an
Mhm.
idea. I give Radiant an easy 8.5, 8.7, something like
Really?
that. Potential to
Wow.
be a 9 later. It's
Wow.
like different. I'm trying to think. There almost isn't a power system, if that makes sense. It might not make sense because
Really?
every shonen has like a power system.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
But this one, there is power, but it's not
Mhm.
like everyone has it. And oh man, there's no like cringy training sessions or I
Mhm.
upgraded and now I'm just a demon that can go level 2 or something.
Interesting. Okay.
And
Okay.
it's made by a French mangaka.
Yes. I've heard about that.
So
Yep.
support to other people in the world that can make manga. And
Mhm.
his art style and everything is super awesome, very flowy, like really
Yeah.
like light and flowy feeling. I
Yeah.
really think.
I did flip through it a little bit and it looks good. Like the art looks good.
I knew buying it would be one of the ones I would have to pitch to you a little more,
Mhm. Mhm.
and because I know your style, at least somewhat by knowing your
Yeah.
collection. But I
Yeah.
promise you, it's definitely worth it. At least a couple volumes in and
Yeah.
try it. And then if you don't like it, they sell like hotcakes. Obviously, you can always sell it or something
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah.
but it's so awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Only 14 out.
okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Cuz
It's ongoing,
man,
but it's not like every 2 months
right.
or something.
Right. Okay, that's interesting cuz I think I don't know. Yeah, no, that's an interesting description. That makes me kind of want to read it definitely a little bit more than I did initially when I got it. So that's good to know.
All right. Justy's Cave, Slothman bringing the heat? Yes. Well, don't
Heat.
worry. HVL brought some too. We're going to jump in. Why did you buy Requiem of
Yes.
the Rose King
Yes.
for the wife
Yes.
and
So,
potentially me?
yeah. Okay, so you know me. You know my taste. You've seen my collection. You know what's going on. I don't have like any shojo, but I always call it Requiem. I know it's not how you say it, but I'm gonna call it that anyways. Requiem of the Rose King is the only shojo that I have in my collection, and it's definitely like
It,
a darker shojo. Like it's not like your fluffy, like, oh, cute, wholesome school setting. You know what I mean? It's like kings, queens. I mean, just like it's a lot of people have said and compared it to the Game of Thrones of manga, and I would honestly like agree. It's very like dark and has some shoujo-y elements to it, but it's still really good. Like I've read a good amount of volumes, and I have been loving it. And I wanted to get like a shoujo. I just wanted to get a shoujo for your wife. Now, I realize that might not be exactly her taste, but I think that's also a series that like both you and her could potentially enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely agree. There is so many shoujo, slice of life, all that kind of stuff that she reads. Not saying she doesn't like, obviously action and stuff like that. She does.
Mm-hmm.
But it almost gets into the same thing we were just talking about. Some shoujos just start blending together and become basic feeling. Like they wouldn't be basic if it was your first shoujo.
Right.
But after you read so many, it just becomes blah, blah, same thing over and over again. And I think you picked very well, because Requiem is definitely not like that.
No, it's definitely not. And I think that's why I like it too. So I'm like, listen, I gotta get them on this. I gotta.
Oh yeah, Elite Collector, I do believe you would like this series, just from what I know about it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I recommend everyone get into that because it's good. It's really good. And the art is also really good as well. So, okay. I'm trying to remember.
One sec. I was gonna ask you, what do you rate Bleach? Have you read Bleach or watched Bleach?
Ooh, this might get me in some heat. Okay, let's talk about
Good,
Bleach.
go first.
I read like volumes 1 through 4, and I just didn't like it. I think it's the worst out of the big 3 by far. So basically, I don't like Bleach. I don't even know what I could rate it. Maybe like a 4. So yeah.
Well, my opinion differs, but it's also sort of the same. Out of the big 3, it's definitely not number 1. One Piece obviously is the GOAT. It's the Billy Goat on the farm. And it's One Piece and then a very big gap. And then I would say probably Naruto for me, and then Bleach also third.
Ooh, a very large gap between One Piece and Naruto. Woo!
And it's not even close. It's just a fact.
Oh, man. All right. You know what? I'm gonna respect your opinion. Let's put it like that.
How far are you into One Piece?
So I'm currently on like chapter, I think 130, the Grand Line. So it's really good.
Okay,
like,
so
don't get me wrong. It's freaking good so far. But I've heard that it just gets better.
Not only does it get better, we're getting on to 100 volumes, and I'm not even kidding you. Every single volume gets better still. Really? So don't worry, you will get the gap between One Piece and Naruto also.
Okay. Well, good. I guess I'm looking forward to it.
Let's do one more, and then maybe we'll do the first giveaway, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think it was your turn. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question, I think I already know the answer to this, but I still want to know. Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. Talk to me. Because you know that I dropped the origin. You know that. So I want to know. What's the inspiration?
The inspiration is this number 1?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, upside down. The inspiration is it's good and you need to get good. So that's all.
Oh my gosh, I remember. Okay, the manga that I dropped video that I posted, I remember you commenting, you need to read Thunderbolt instead of Origin. And I guess you have both, but Yeah, I tried reading the origin and I was so dang confused. So dang confused. So I'm actually like I flipped through it and it looks really good. Like the artwork looks great. So I'm excited to give Gundam another shot. Let's put it that way. And I hope it lives up to your hype because I have high expectations.
So I was trying to think how to explain this. In my strong, almost, I want to say factual opinion, Thunderbolt is the greatest Gundam manga written. Fact.
Dang. That's
And
okay.
and if you know anything about the Gundam mangas, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of old ones,
Yeah.
and there's kind of only a couple newer ones. And obviously Thunderbolt's ongoing. Origin is technically an old story. It's just brought back to new covers. So I don't recommend anyone, if you're just getting into Gundam, Mecha, anything, don't read Origin. It's possible. It's a good one to start. But Thunderbolt is the best. Now, the reason I gave Thunderbolt is because you don't have to know a single thing about Gundams to read Thunderbolt. So it'll be the same if you're brand new and you're reading Naruto. You don't know what a Hokage is. You don't know what a Jutsu is. It's the same thing as, you know, they're going to name a Gundam and then you're going to go, oh, I learned that word. They're not going to spew out, you know, they're not going to have a sentence like, the X-31 fought the 49F in the 18th sector, and you'd be like, what the heck is this? What is going on?
Literally, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, what jargon is that? Is this English? Yeah.
So, and the last thing I'll say about it is, while Gundams and Gundam battles are cool, and the guy draws like a freaking madman, if they removed all the Gundam battles from this and Gundams, this would still be a top tier manga.
Really?
The Gundams and everything are gravy. I promise you, they're just gravy. Ooh. You're like, oh sweet, a cool Gundam. It's all about the people, their stories, their anger, their fights, their love, their everything, and it's just goodness. This is so good.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely heard you sing your absolute praises about that series, and coming from someone, again, who knows nothing about the Gundam universe, that is super helpful that I don't need to know anything, because I don't.
Obviously, you're going to prepare to learn some words, just to, you know, same as if you would read any manga.
Right.
But it's not like you got to have some kind of inventory in your head.
Which is good.
Like if you've read every Gundam and then you read Thunderbolt, it's not even going to give you any bonus feeling or anything. You're going to know some of the Gundams, but it's all about the people. So, and these people you didn't know before.
Okay, now listen, you are just great at your sales pitches because I'm wanting to like drop everything and go read these series now. So good for you.
Well, we're giving hype to things, and I'm going to need some hype. I got some stuff that you got me, and it looks sweet, but I haven't looked up any reviews or ratings or anything, so some hype would definitely help.
Oh, I got it.
Don't
worry about it.
All right, let me see here if we're going to do... Okay. Do we want to do the giveaway of the Steelbook first?
Sure, why the heck not? Okay. So I am just going to pull it up on my phone just because, let's be honest, that's easier. So this, just for you guys, is for context. This is only going to be in the US because international shipping is a killer. We all know this. So let me pull this up super quick. So I'm just going to commentpicker.com. Woo, how fun. See, commentpicker.com.
Giveaway time.
Giveaway time. It is Happy days. Giveaways are just so much fun. They really just
And
are.
if you're watching this in the future or you're trying to find out, we will put winners down below, where people can find them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I put my YouTube URL in, filter duplicate users. We have around 118 comments, I think. So we have a bunch of fun ads. So let's start this. See what happens. Hello?
It may be a little
work
hard
with
to
me here,
see,
please.
but we
Start.
will announce it multiple times.
Good. All right. Can we do this? Oh no. Okay, so I'm going to YouTube random comment picker. Oh, guys. Okay, monkey brain. I was on the wrong link. Okay, so I entered in the URL, filter duplicate users, get YouTube comments. We're going to do this together. 125 unique comments. Okay, pop off. So start. So the winner of the Steel Book giveaway is Arian Sagar. Their comment was, I have to say that my favorite manga tubers have to collab. I think it's like a dream come true. Oh, okay. So, Arian Sagar, if you're here, you won. I'm going to screenshot this, and again, I will respond to your comment on YouTube, and then make sure to respond to you and to go through all that sort of process. But congrats on winning. That is so exciting. Oh, that's so good. Okay, Arian, congrats on winning the Steel Book Studio Ghibli thingy. Honestly, okay, I just recently started getting into Studio Ghibli. Like, literally just recently watched Howl's Moving Castle, and it's so good. It's so freaking good. I can't believe I haven't, like, watched it until recently. It's ridiculous. Also, where did the MangaSloth go? We lost him. Okay, I guess I'll continue to answer questions until he comes back. Thank you guys for bearing with us and this whole process. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Okay, listen, computer, small brain. Okay, so I guess any questions? Let's just look at the chat, I guess. Should we wait for the sloth? Sorry, sloth. Do a backflip? I cannot do a backflip. The Dyson in the back. Listen. Oh, you already know. Dysons slap. They're so good. Okay, they do everything that I could want it to. This is The Office, so it's not like a fun manga background, which is unfortunate. Mashal over Boruto, 100%. Mashal is Boruto. Okay, I have heard. Okay, let's be honest. Okay, I've read some of Boruto, and I can't. Like Naruto, like they did my boy so dirty. But Mashal's freaking hype. It's one of my newer favorite like releasing shonens because it's just fun. It's literally a blatant ripoff of Harry Potter in every good way. Okay, so should I watch Monster or read the manga first? Honestly, I haven't watched Monster the anime, so I don't know for that one in particular, but I'm currently reading the manga. Like, I literally just started reading volume 5 last night because I was missing volume 5 for so long. The out of stock crisis really did me dirty. I think it's doing all of us dirty, let's be honest. So I haven't like gotten super into it yet, but volume 5 has been really good. I'm really enjoying volume 5. It's so good. So, I haven't seen the anime, but I would recommend watching the manga, reading the manga. It's really good. My favorite Ghibli is Princess. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet, but I've heard that it's really good. Mashal is so much fun. Yeah, I agree. Have you tried reading reverse isekai manga? What's an example of that? Like, I kind of know what an isekai is, but I can't really like put a definition to it, if that makes sense. Mashal's so good. Thank you. Yes, you get it. Okay, manga for sure. Yeah, I would read Monster. Monster is one of my favorites too. I'm trying to remember my like my top 10. I think it was like number 6 or 5, one of the two. Still waiting for volume 1 of Monster. Dude, I hope you get it soon. I mean, again, we're in the out-of-stock crisis. It's just a big problem. Reading Monster would be the best way. Yeah. Really, really good. Which Junji Ito manga should I get? So this is my take with Junji Ito. Are you ready? I like Junji Ito. I think, personally, I really think that his stories shine through his artwork 110%. Almost like, okay. So I've heard from a lot of people. So I've read Uzumaki and Love Sickness. Love Sickness was just okay, but I've heard from a lot of people that if you want to get into Junji Ito manga, get into Uzumaki. Like, I've heard that's one of the best ones. Like, Uzumaki, Gyo, and Tomie are like, it's hard to go wrong with those ones. I've heard the anime is a great adaptation. I have heard that too. We need to get Chase on the Mashal train. It's so good. Mashal is so freaking good. Reverse isekai example is like Luffy transported into planet Earth. Interesting. I don't think I've read anything like that, if I'm remembering correctly. I might not be remembering correctly, though. Who knows? Welcome back.
Yeah, just I was going through a tunnel.
Oh, you know, naturally. I get it. So,
yeah,
to catch you up, I picked a giveaway winner. And the winner, I'll do this in case you want to edit that out, but the winner, okay, so the winner of the okay, we're going to restart that. The winner of the Studio Ghibli Steel book is Arian Sagar. So Arian Sagar, congrats on winning the Steel book. I will make sure to reach out to you so that we can hook you up with what you won, because that's so exciting. And I'm excited for you. So I'll make sure to comment on your comment on the videos and then also reach out to you elsewhere. So congrats on winning.
Yeah, have you ever watched Castle in the Sky?
I haven't.
Howl's Moving Castle?
Yes.
Or what?
Howl's Moving Castle. So Castle in the Sky, I think, is the Steel book. So that's what that is.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that. I just recently started getting into Studio Ghibli stuff. So like recently I watched Howl's Moving Castle and it was so dang good. It was so dang good. So I'm a little jealous that they're getting this because I kind of want to watch more, but good for them because Studio Ghibli stuff is great.
Yeah, I had that Steelbook for a giveaway and I was like, man, I just want to like cut it open and look what's inside.
I know. Yes, I know. I agree.
All right, there's one more giveaway. It's for a $25 Right Stuff or wherever you want to buy manga gift card. It's international. We'll do that near the end, but let's keep moving while the stream allows us.
Yeah.
Okay, so hype me on Noragami.
Oh.
This is a series you've said multiple times that you do not even like.
No, it's the worst. I needed to just get it out of my collection, you know? Oh my gosh.
I've seen this series, no joke, for years on shelves, and I've just never picked it up. I've never read it, and I don't know anything about it, so let the hype begin. Okay,
so I was in a similar place that you were. Like, I saw Noragami on the shelves, and I've heard from, like, a decent amount of people that it's good. And I was on vacation, and I'm like, I need physical manga to read. So I finally just picked up Noragami's volume 1 and 2, and I read both of those volumes so fast, and then immediately went on Right Stuff and bought the rest because it was just that dang good. Noragami, basically, it's just about our main character, Yato, trying to become, like, the best, like, god there is, and it's just following him and the other main characters go throughout kind of that journey. And the character development of our characters is so genuinely good to see. I think the art style is also really, really good. And it's just the fight scenes are great. I mean, you have gods fighting other gods, so it's like, that's just sick. And it's just overall, like, I also think it's a manga that, like, anyone, regardless of if you have like preferences, so say like I prefer like a shoujo series, I still think that, those, like, everyone can like Noragami. Like, I think it's just very versatile. There's a lot of different aspects to it. There's some romance aspects to it. There's a lot of fighting to it. There's, like, a little bit of everything, but in, like, every good way. And I also think it's just the character designs are good. And it's just, it's hard for me to completely articulate why it's so dang good, but it's so dang good. And the fighting scenes are great. I mean, I can't, it's hard for me to articulate because I love it just that much. And I've been binging the crap out of it recently. Like, I'm on volume 12 and I am loving it. And I also love how they look on the shelves / how they feel. Like, the cover's kind of like, it's not glossy, but it's like a kind of matte sort of feel in a way.
The spine seems like what Breaker should be doing.
Yes!
It's like a blue...
100%. Yes! Oh my gosh.
Like that faded letters look sweet.
I know.
Like going from white to blue.
Yes, it is. Noragami is just, I think the series is like, it's like hype, but it's also weirdly underhyped. Like, I need more people to read it. And I've also heard the anime is, like, really, really good. I haven't watched the anime, but I've heard that it's really good as well. So you gotta let me know what you think because it is so dang good. It's in my top 10 easily.
Yeah, it definitely sounds epic and awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it's about gods fighting gods, and the art looks nice. The fights look sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bigger series at the moment, right? Yeah. It's in the 20s, isn't it?
Yeah, there are currently 22 volumes released in English. And I think the 23rd's coming in November, I think. So, yeah.
Does it have an end in sight, or is it just to infinity and beyond?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's ending soon, but I could be wrong. Not entirely sure.
Okay, that doesn't matter. I just didn't know if it was or not.
There's a good amount of volumes out. You're right.
Well, it sounds sweet.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, I think we'll both like it, actually. Yeah. So it's like a 2-for-1.
Yeah, nice. I like that. So yeah, you gotta let me know what you think because it is so dang good. Okay, so I guess it's my turn to ask you one now, right? That's how we're doing this.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's talk about Sayuki a little bit because that's one that I've seen and I've on the shelves for forever, and that's another one that I wanted to pick up but I just never have. So, like, talk to me.
So, out of the 5 volumes I got you, in my mind, I thought Sayuki would be the one that you already had, or you had at one point and you got rid of. That was the only one I had doubt on.
Yeah.
And I was happy seeing that you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, because out of all of them, I would say if they were all on the shelves, Sayuki would probably be the one that you would pick up most easily on your own.
Yes. Yeah.
Just from what you normally read.
Yes.
So Sayuki is, I mean, I'm not really going to get into it too much. One part of it is I kind of don't remember.
Fair. Honestly, so fair. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that in a bad way. Not that I'm saying the story is not rememberable or anything. But when I read it, any of it, we're talking 15 plus years ago or something. Mm-hmm. Like when it was in singles and real old. And my wife read them a long time ago, I think even before me. So maybe I'm getting timelines messed up. But it was enjoyable. It was action-packed and it was sweet. And on top of it, so I feel like I don't have to pitch you too much because it was something you're saying you wanted to get regardless.
Right,
But I mean, the hardcover looks sweet. I know, I think you were saying you were saying you were a little annoyed that it wasn't lining up with the others.
Yeah, what's the status?
a little
Like,
taller.
Kodansha, what's the problem? Yeah.
I don't know. It might be the pages or something, but I think there's only
Potentially.
3 of them. So I don't know. I guess they'll stand out. But it's an oldie, but a goodie,
Yeah.
and it's a classic. And I don't know how many print runs they'll be doing of these, and I don't think this will matter to you. But you have the first print run, which on the back has the rating as teen. And they had to put a sticker over it that you can actually peel off that says it's older teen, because it should have been older teen.
Yes, it should have. I flipped through it and I'm like, woo, okay.
So it's kind of cool. I mean, it's sort of
cool.
like a intentional misprint that if they print any more, they won't be doing that. But I mean, that one I thought sold itself if you didn't have it already, or you just.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that volume and the series in stores for forever, and I just have never, like, taken initiative to pick it up. So, like, this was, like, this worked out well for me, because I think it would have taken me a long time, you know, even now, to go out and, like, get that volume. So, thank you for doing that, because I've been wanting to give it a try.
Let's see, what's chat up to? Sebastian C says, Kodansha to do a release of Sayuki Reload and a physical release of Tokyo Revengers.
Dude,
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
I would give my left kidney for a physical release of Tokyo Revengers. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I binged the crap out of that series, and I'm currently up to date. It's so dang good. Have you read it?
I have not. I am so, I'll just say I'm a little fussy when it comes to digital. There's a point in time where I won't be able to hold back, and I'll be like, I'm sick of waiting. I'm not waiting 20 years for a series or something like Kingdom to finally get printed in like English or something. Yeah. So obviously I don't even know the word for it. I don't even think it's a purist, but I'll just say I'm a purist when it comes to manga. I prefer the physical volumes, obviously.
Yeah, me too.
And even if I read it online, I'd most likely buy them. But still, I have not read it yet. I'm holding out. I really believe it has to be those things have to be printed, right?
You would think, yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't. I know a big issue was like some of the censorship stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. But I mean, even Blade of the Immortal has some of that stuff in it, and it still was printed in English. So it's just like, what's the status?
Well, Dark Horse is a little more, they'll kind of do whatever they want. They'll push for stuff, but it's still, I think we can sort of agree that there's so much crazy, we'll just call it crazy stuff in manga that a centuries old Buddhist symbol that just particularly looks like something from 80 years ago is shouldn't be a giant deal. I mean, Blade of the Immortal did have, I think, a page in the front and the back explaining it in every book.
Yep.
Why couldn't they just do something like that if they're so worried?
Exactly. Yep. So, again, the things I would give to have Tokyo Revengers in a physical release. So, yeah.
Okay, next up is we got Yowamushi Pedal.
Yes.
Now, Yowamushi Pedal, as far as I know, is only 2 volumes, and it's complete because a volume 3 doesn't exist.
Yeah, my bad. I picked that volume up for you just because, okay, I'll get into the reasoning a little bit later, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, I am putting him in an unfortunate position because volume 3 is out of print, volume 10 is out of print, and I think some of the earlier volumes are following suit. And there are so many, and there's so many in Japan, and who knows if they're all going to be printed in English. So basically, I'm sorry, but I'm also not. So let's talk about this freaking cycling manga that I adore. I picked this up because the queen of Yowamushi Pedal, Suki Notes, just like praised the series so dang much, and I like found it in a store and I read it. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I have seen Suki hyping
yeah.
this also many times.
Oh yeah. So I finally picked up the first 2 volumes, and it genuinely was like it took me by surprise because it's a cycling manga. One, it's cycling, and 2, I also don't really like a whole lot of well, I shouldn't say like, but at that point I haven't like read a whole lot of sports manga. I'm definitely getting more into sports manga now, but I read it and I think the characters are so interesting, and I can like even within the first 2 volumes, the development already of our main character and just the characters in general has already been so cool to see. I think the art is also really cool. It's definitely kind of it's a unique art style, but I think it's a good one at that. And like I literally like reading the manga, there were points where I was just like sitting, was like reading it in my bed, and I was so beyond hyped for a biking manga, for a cycling manga. Like I was literally reading it and I'm just like literally verbally being like, go, 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 like just do it, about a friggin' cycling manga, which I did not expect. But just overall, I think the character development has been really cool, and I think it just really surprised me. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it, and I wanted to honestly borderline surprise you as well with how good it is. So I hope that you like it, regardless of it being a crap ton of volumes and slightly out of print.
Well, I hate it. It's trash. Now,
No,
next.
dang it.
No, I have not read it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I assumed as much when I opened and saw this in the box that most people, I'd probably say the majority of the people that read this were not looking for a biking, cycling manga.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
So I am definitely on the right track when I think of that it's character development wrapped around the characters, blah, blah, blah. Almost like the same thing I was telling you about Thunderbolt, that if you're going into it looking for mech battles or something, sure, you'll just be even more happy that the story's great. Same as if like you were just going in this probably looking for some sweet biking. You're just going to be super happy with all the characters.
Like, right. Like, I think about a sports manga and I'm like, okay, what do I want to read about? And I'm like, okay, yeah, football, like Ice Shield, basketball, slam dunk. Cycling is not like on the list of like series. I'm like, you know what? I want a manga of that. But I read it and I was like beyond pleasantly surprised. Like, it was genuinely so good, and it just keeps getting better. It's so dang good.
Well, I haven't even read volume 1, but the way I work is I constantly look for out of print things that I need. So I'm already on the hunt for 3s. I found a 10. But I think I'm gonna like it, and I think the wife. I just think most of these things the wife would like also. So.
Oh yeah, I agree, and I wish you luck. I was lucky to find like a major lot of it on MangaSwap on Reddit, so that worked out almost too well for me.
Okay, you are up.
Yes.
I think the last two were pretty easy. I think I scored pretty good.
Okay. So let's just do Witch Hat Atelier, which I'm gonna give you my thoughts right off the bat. I read your volume 1 and I liked it so much that I went and bought the next 3 volumes, and it has been great so far. But I want to know your rationale behind it, because I mean I've been enjoying it. It's good, but I want to know your rationale.
Well, And I did not plan for you to not have your volumes on you, obviously. I just am
Yeah, sorry.
sitting in a no, that's all fine. I just happen to be sitting in a corner of my lot, and most
Oh,
of them are within arm's reach.
well, that's good.
So, Witch Hat is a series that mainly my wife reads.
Yeah,
So, let's just break it down. I have not actually read Witch Hat yet.
fair. I can respect that.
My
There's a lot
wife,
to read.
I bought this, and don't worry, I plan on reading this. I bought this for my wife. I don't even know. I bought her volume 1 as a gift a year or two ago or something, and she loved it. And every single time one of these enters the house, they get read so fast.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're slowing down, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
The art style is super
Oh,
awesome. I love
it's
all
crazy good. Yeah.
like the shading. I love shading techniques like cross
Yes.
hatching, the dotting,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So, well, how have you enjoyed it? How many have
Yeah.
you read of Witch Hat? You said
I've read 2 volumes, so
2.
I'm not like
Okay.
I'm not super far in, but I've really enjoyed it. I think it's. I mean, I would say. What am I trying to say here? It's. I feel like if you like Harry Potter and like kind of magic and that whole sort of theme, you will like Witch Hat. I think again the art is spectacular, and I think the characters are also really well done. And it's like our main character, I think her name is Coco, if I'm remembering correctly. Just like her character development, again, even in the first 2 volumes, has been really cool to see. And also, it's just like you're just rooting for her. You're just genuinely rooting for her, and it's so far it's just been good. And there was one scene, manga panel in particular, where there was like this dragon, and the art on the dang dragon was so good. Like they did such a good job, and like regardless, overall, it was just a really good read, and the art is phenomenal, and I'm excited to get more into it once I pick up another volume.
Now, is it Harry Potter like kind of like rip-off, like Mashal?
No, definitely not. Definitely, Mashal is.
That was a rhetorical question. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, no. So it's not like blatant ripoff of Harry Potter, but it's like magical world.
Yeah,
That
witches,
sort of,
wizards.
exactly. But yeah, it's been great, and also everyone's outfits are spectacular. Like, who is their designer, and can I borrow them for a day? And they make some fits for me. So it's been really good, and I'm really enjoying it.
We got some more manga tubers in the chat. We got Laura A. Grace, Beard Otaku. We got Dark Sage.
What's up?
Look at this. Hype. Okay, HVL.
Yeah.
Why the freak did you buy me Master Keaton?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, okay.
This cover, I mean, first of all, this cover, look at this. You see that?
I know. Isn't it so dang good? Yes. It's so.
It looks sick.
Off,
that's how you do a black spine.
Exactly.
Look at that.
The breaker, I'm going to need you to take notes. Okay. So yeah, I
poor breaker.
Poor breaker. We're just crapping on it. So I picked that up for you because I read, this buckle in. There's a
look at all those words.
No, I know. Isn't it kind of scary? It's so scary. Okay, so that was another volume that I read, but I read a really long time ago. So it's kind of like with you and Sayuki a little bit. But I mainly picked it up for you because I just wanted to genuinely hear your thoughts on it. I thought that it was good. I don't think it quite holds a candle to, 20th Century Boys and Monster. But with Urasawa, I mean, that story, if I'm remembering correctly, like the first couple volumes are written by him, but later on in the story, he starts to help actually write it, if I'm remembering correctly. But I genuinely just wanted to get your opinion on it. I thought it was good, and I thought that you would potentially like it. Urasawa, again, it's hard to go wrong with any works that he works on.
True,
and I also
true.
just thought that it looks like the cover and the spine. Again, going back to my thing with aesthetics, it looks so dang good. Like the black and the gold and the red, like hello, that's so good. So overall, when you read that, I need you to tell me like what you think of it, because again, it's been a while since I've read it and I remember liking it. I want your opinions. That's what it boils down to.
So you want me to read it and then hype
Yes.
you up to read it again?
Yes, get me back into the series, please. It's been a while. Yeah, I don't know why this it was. I don't know if you ever have this, but it's like you read a volume of manga and you genuinely enjoy it, but then you like have a bajillion other things to read, and then you're like you kind of forget about it in a way. Does that make sense at all?
Oh, you don't have to tell me about to-be-read piles and forgetting things.
Yeah, so you get it. So that is kind of the situation with that. But I still like I remember enjoying it, and I just wanted to know your opinions on it as well. So that's the status with Master Keaton.
Do you know how many of these volumes there are?
There's a decent amount. I don't entirely remember.
Is it complete?
But I remember like going oh. Someone in the chat says there are 12 of them.
Hey, McPuffin, is it complete at 12, I'm assuming? Because I'm assuming these are newer, right? At least these aren't the first time it's been printed?
They said that it's finished.
Okay.
So 12 complete.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
That gold's gonna look good on the shelf.
Doesn't it look so dang good? And the colors of the diamonds change for every volume, so you're welcome for sprucing up your shelving look a little bit. You're welcome. But sorry about the breaker. But you're welcome about the other one.
Yeah. No. Breaker looks cool. And side note about diamonds, if you ever want a sweet series that's very different, Land of the Lustrous.
That's one that a lot of people have been telling me to pick up as well. So that's on the agenda. I don't know when, but that is on the was that the one where there was like controversy, or was that a different one? There was.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up a smidge. What'd you say? I heard controversy.
There was. I don't know if it's Land of the Lustrous or a different one. What wasn't there a series that? Oh, it might not be Land of the Lustrous, but there was like a series that had controversy with it. I don't know, but regardless, let's just say I've heard good things and I'm wanting to read it.
Okay. We both got one more left, and then we'll do a giveaway and then a sign-off. So I think I know what the last one is.
Yeah, which, by the way, you killed it. Let's just say that straight up. Yes, the girl from the other side. I freaking love it. It's so dang good, but I want to know why you wanted to pick it up for me. Like, I get it, but I want to know.
So, Girl from the Other Side is... what isn't it? It's special. It's pretty special to me and my wife, I'd say. It was kind of a blind buy, sort of. And we didn't know what it was about. We went into it 100% blind. Mm-hmm. And I'm just getting lost. They do such good scenes in black.
Yeah.
The black scenes are just sick.
Yeah.
So the reason I got this for you is I actually talked with the wife a little bit on some series to get you what we were thinking you would like. Mm-hmm. And this is one that popped up and kind of was locked in from the start. Mm-hmm. The reasoning is we thought it was so different. Yeah. It was just I mean, I've never read anything. I mean, I don't even know what I would compare it to, to be
Oh
honest.
yeah. Yep.
And the story is so different, and the art style is so different. I love art, so I
Yeah.
love when people use different art styles. Um, so the reasoning was mainly because it was so good, but so different to anything that we thought you had on your shelf.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I completely agree. It was like, it was funny because I read the first volume that you got me, and then I went out and like bought a couple of the following volumes, and then like the other volumes like weren't available, I think just around me. So I literally I literally remember just like sitting in a Barnes and Noble and like reading on because I didn't have the physical volumes. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna read on in Barnes and Noble because it's just that dang good and I need to know what happens. But it's just like it's good. It's also like weirdly charming in a weird way, I think. Like the artwork is like weirdly charming. And it's I would agree. It's completely unlike anything I've ever, read or seen in every good way. So that was like I went out and picked up all the volumes that have been released so far because I enjoyed it that dang much. So you killed it with that one.
Very happy. I love when more people get into this series, and
Yes.
charming is a good way to describe it, though I think you already know and have said, the later volumes, the endings of them might not seem as charming.
Yeah, I know.
Some cliffhangers
Yeah.
and things going on.
Yeah.
And
So it was good stuff. I like it a lot. Volume 11. Yeah. Volume 11 is coming out.
November,
Yeah. Yep.
I think.
I think so. Yep.
And
Okay.
yes, $13 is retail, though definitely don't use retail. Go to Right Stuff or somewhere else and use affiliate links. Cha, 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 cha.
I love it. The promo.
Yeah, buy wherever you want. But yeah, 13's a little pricey for the little volumes.
Yeah.
But they do feel like longer reads. They do feel like longer reads because you want to sit there and like look at the art.
Yeah. It takes a decent amount of time when you think about the size and stuff. So yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yes.
Dun, da, da, da.
Okay. Kaiji. Yeah. So I think the main reason why I picked this up is because I either watched a video of yours where you talked about it or you commented on one of your videos and you were basically like, I want to give it a shot. I want to give Kaiji a shot. And I'm like, all right, we're going to take that and we're going to run with it. But there are currently 2 volumes released by Denpa. Denpa's release schedule is horrible though. It's a problem. But Kaiji is just like a gambling manga, gambling apocalypse. And it's very interesting to see. I think for me, I mean, as I talked about in a lot of other series. Is he frozen? Oh no, is he frozen? I was so ready to just go into my explanation. Okay, you're back. Okay.
We're having slight issues again.
Good times. Okay, so if you've noticed, obviously, I always talk a lot about character development. Character development is like a huge thing for me. And just the character development of our main character, Kaiji, has been so cool to watch and see kind of progress. I mean, in the beginning, Kaiji, our main character, is just like this dude who just has no direction in life. He doesn't know what he's going to do next, like what he's going to do tomorrow, where he's going to find his next meal. But him going and entering in like this gambling situation where they're literally playing games to try to save their own life. Like it's gambling apocalypse is a correct description. It's just kind of it was cool to see him kind of like step up to the plate and like develop as a character. And it's like, you know, the story, the main chunk of the story is just you following their matches. And I mean, again, like I was reading it and there was times where I was legitimately so hyped because I'm like, this something's going on. Like, this is an intense moment. Like, this is a really like defining moment for this game and for this series. Like, what's going to happen? Like, it kept you on the edge of your seat throughout the entire thing in like every good way. So I knew that you needed to give it a shot. And honestly, I was surprised that you didn't have it in your collection. So I was like, okay, we're going to make sure that he picks it up and that he understands Kaiji. So yeah, I think it's good. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully we can use that description though, because I think I killed that description. Welcome back again.
Just, I hear you, but I'm just buffering, I guess, or something.
Okay, do you want me to go through
And there I go again.
Do you want me to do it again, or should we be all set?
I heard 75% of the Kaiji explanation, and maybe after it goes up, I'll hear the rest.
Should I just do it all over again? Would that be helpful?
Yes, maybe I did hear most of it, so maybe a slightly condensed one, just so we can make sure we get through this.
Yes, okay. Kaiji, very good character development of our main character Kaiji throughout the story. You know, the matches, a majority of the volumes are like them and his team going and playing the matches, like the gambling matches. And there were several times throughout the story where I was literally reading it and was so hyped and was on the edge of my seat reading it, just because it's like these matches are obviously very like high stakes, just high stakes all around. So it's just a good thriller, I think, also in a weird way. And honestly, I just needed you to read it, and I was surprised that you didn't have it to begin with. So I'm like, we gotta hook him up. We gotta hook him up with Kaiji. I will say Volume 3 was supposed to come out in August, I think, and now it's coming out in November, so that kind of sucks. Denpa isn't the greatest, but I needed you to give it a shot because I thought that you might like it.
Yeah, while Denpa is not the greatest on releases, I do appreciate that at least this volume looks good with these, you know, the slipcovery thing and everything.
Yes. Yep.
So yes, you were right. I'm already a little hyped to read it even before I got it. So I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, I hope you like it. I enjoy it. I do. So I'm excited to hear your thoughts once you finally read it.
Okay, I'm going to do, while we are still alive and not messing up yet, I'm going to do the winner of the $25 digital gift card giveaway to Right Stuff or wherever you want to buy manga. All right, I'm doing the same thing HVL did. Comment picker, duplicate users are weeded out. I'm doing it on my desktop, so I will not be able to show you because I'm trying to keep Wi-Fi off my phone at the moment. 126 unique comments. We're starting the picker now. The winner is... I'm going to take a screen picture on my phone so we know... Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, I can take a picture on my laptop here. The winner is Eminem Fanpage 4, and their comment was, "Now that's content." I know Eminem Fanpage. I've seen them before.
That's awesome.
So I'm sure.
Congrats.
I'm sure they'll be happy.
Yes.
I'll post that on Instagram or something here.
Yeah.
So, in wrap up, winners will be down below in the description or something. I will upload this video for the people watching. I will upload this video in a day or two whenever YouTube gets through it, and then I can edit some stuff. There will be edits. This time, a little more work than usual.
Yeah, woo, fun times.
Yeah, I'll just add that when we're trying to fix things, I'll add that like cartoon music.
Beautiful.
Just speed it up and have us going.
Oh yeah, man, fun times. Internet, am I right? Just cramps your style sometimes.
Yes, I learned from my mistake. I will make sure I'm on my desktop or hardwired in.
Yeah, me too.
In the future.
You live and you learn, I guess.
Well, this was fun. I hope that we can do more collabs in the future, and they obviously don't have to be this elaborate. I'm good with sending in, couple-minute videos or anything, know.
Yeah, me too.
So, thank you all for watching. Anything else you would like to say, HVL?
Thanks for having me.
Putting you on the spot.
Everyone, listen. The MangaSloth was the mastermind behind this whole thing. The collab, the video. So, dude, thank you so much for inviting me. This was a whole ton of fun. And I would love to do this again in the future.
All right. Thank everyone who came for the stream. Apologies again. And thank you all for watching and commenting on our videos. We got lots of good feedback I saw in both videos. And people seem to really enjoy them. So make sure you subscribe to HVL Manga, because more awesome content comes out all the time. And at the time you're viewing this, she has a new collection video out. Definitely check it out.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the MangaSloth, of course. Come on now. Come on.
Oh, before we leave, one thing we didn't talk about is my dog got a sloth toy from you.
Yes.
And she loves it.
Oh,
she runs in the house and like tackles it, and it makes this weird honking noise.
I know.
And she
so
loves
weird.
it.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Sloths do not sound like that, but
no, they don't.
But she loves it.
Oh, well, Penny loves the Pokeballs. I'm not gonna lie, like when I opened that, my heart melted because it was so dang cute. I will say, like, whenever I just see it on the ground, I sometimes, like, obviously we're being nice here, but like gently chuck it at her as if I'm like catching a Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's just the funniest thing. It's
oh,
great.
Man,
love it.
They're soft enough that you can chuck them.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for understanding. Thank you. She's resilient. Yeah. She's fine.
I know the Pokeballs are a tad small for a full-size Golden Retriever, so hopefully she gets a lot of use out of them in small, mid.
It's a great size for her right now. It's perfect. I love it.
Okay, and with that, we are officially going to end. So thanks for everyone for joining me, and thank you, HVL, for this cool collab, and apologies to you that the stream had some hiccups.
Listen, I am as much to blame as well. Don't even worry about it. You're so good. It's good.
Okay. All right, thank you, everyone, and we'll see you all next time.
See ya.